Plans to raise my house down is worrisome. Inec chairman cries out. What is he afraid of? What is Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, what is he afraid of? It's raising an alarm that some people, whether hoodlums, whether enemies, whether oppositions or whatever, or what have you, they are planning to raise down his house with fire. And I begin to say, why should they be saying that? Or why are they going to do that? Why do they want to do that? You see, because a lot of people don't really like what happened during the presidential election. And now again, a lot of people don't even trust him. In this by-election happening in Imo State, Bayelsa and Kogi States. And I said, if your hands are clean, if you know that you have done the right thing, I don't think there's any need for any alarm. Of course, this is when you will hear or you will see the DSS, the police and all of them trying to say, oh yes, we are fishing out people. And unfortunately, most of the time, they always go for the innocent people, the real people who are behind these things or who he might have suspected that could be behind it. They will not be arrested, or they just want to divert the people's attention. Recently, the man has told us that in all these elections, that 50% of the results are already on IREV. Who is going to be believing this man? He has ruined his reputation. Of course, some people will tell you that there is no election that is perfect, there is no this that is perfect, and what have you, because that is what all these looters, all these politician thieves, corrupt people, that is what they are always talking about, and they should be ashamed of themselves. Now, why should we at this stage and time, after spending millions, after spending billions, every year or every election cycle, we come out and say, oh, yes, we have learned lessons. These are the things. When observers or international observers begin to tell them that these were the things that you did wrong in the last election, they will tell you, oh, yes, we have heard you. We are going to improve on it. The worst part of it is that they will not do worse. So who is fooling who? They will not do worse. And the reason why it might seem that a lot of people are not happy with this man, that some people are like, oh, it is good for you. Whatever you see, you just have to accept it that way. It's because this man, because he played everybody. Even in court, the Supreme Court, they said that the manner at which Inec handled or organized this last election, it gives people that mindset not to believe him. A lot of people will be disenfranchised. Some people will not even have interest. Those who have been saying, our election, our votes do not count. I didn't hear that this period. No, don't say that your votes do not count. Your votes do not count. Those who are always encouraging people to say that, don't say your votes do not count. You will not go out and vote. You will not go out and vote. And later you start complaining. Now, those who have been complaining that their votes do not count, they have proven, those who have been encouraging them, they've proven them wrong or right, whichever way you want to put it. Everybody is speechless, because the same Inec man, because people were saying that their election or their votes do not count, Inec took time to tell the whole world, tell Nigerians, assured everybody that don't worry, this is the reason why we are spending this kind of amount of money. And as things will go the way it ought to go, they were giving, the Inec was giving enough money, to the extent that Inec came back and told Nigerians that even if there's going to be a rerun election, that the budget of the budget for the elections, and all of those things have been taken care of. It is not even whether we have money or we don't have money. In this election of 2023, there was nothing like no money. And this man said, that is why we are bringing, the reason why you say your election or your votes do not count is as a result of what is a crude way of doing things before now. Now everything is in place. But lo and behold, not knowing that these people just deceived Nigerians to go out. And people went out. At the end of the day, they now change it. The Supreme Court telling us that it does not matter, it is not law. Then why did you spend so much of money? That's to tell you that in this country, it will never work. This is not a matter of, oh, you are swearing. If you don't do the right thing, and that is why we are a praying nation, yet things are not happening. Those countries that are not praying, they are getting things right. They are getting things the way they ought to go, at least to a very large extent. We are deceiving ourselves. They will not tell you, oh, somebody just came into power, we have to give him time. But the person did not waste any time to start inflicting hardship on the people. Oh, you have to pray. Oh, you have to do it. You are too in a hurry. That is the same statement we have been hearing over and over again in the past how many decades. So when somebody like that who does not have integrity whatsoever, after spending so much amount of money, if really we are a serious country, these guys ought to have been behind bar. Inec chairman, why did you waste the money if you knew quite well that it is not compulsory? It is not a matter of, it's not, it goes beyond him promising that everything is going to go electronically. But why did you spend such money? And at that very day, it was only the presidential result that had a glitch. The rest was that happened simultaneously. And some people are coming to tell us nonsense. Even the Supreme Court talking rubbish. When somebody does not have integrity, you say, oh, they are the ones that can give a final say that whatever they say binds, and they will talk nonsense, and you expect people not to talk, not to react. They will tell you that public opinion do not matter when you are doing wrong things. Now the man is crying foul. You are crying, hey, this and that, they want to bring down your house, they want to do this and that. Why will you not? Because clean conscience fears no accusation. You yourself know what you have done. See what they have put Nigerians now. The old man that calls himself old man. See, you cannot, that's what I mean. I always tell people, you cannot use God to intimidate anybody. You cannot use old age, or you cannot use whatever you're supposed to intimidate people. You are doing wrong thing. You say because you are an elderly person, people should not talk. You must be a joker. People will say that even fools, they grow old. But see the problem they have created for us. Unfortunately, they've been able to, they've taken a lot of young people on their side to support their evil deeds. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.